Good evening, everyone. Every single day is a new opportunity to be better than we were yesterday. It's a gift, a chance, a brand new page waiting for us to write our story. And that story is shaped by the small, consistent improvements we make in our lives. Not by grand gestures, but by the daily choices we make, the habits we build. So today, I want to share with you 10 things you must improve daily to transform your life into the masterpiece it's meant to be. Let's talk about something that shapes every single experience we have in life, our mindset. It's the lens through which we see the world, the voice we hear when we wake up in the morning, and the driver of our decisions, both big and small. The mind is powerful beyond measure. It has the ability to create realities we never thought possible, and yet it can also trap us in a cycle of self-doubt, fear, and limitation if we let it. Every single day, we are faced with choices how we respond to challenges, how we treat others, and how we talk to ourselves. Now think about this. What if every morning before you even got out of bed, you decided to embrace a mindset of abundance? Imagine starting each day with the belief that there is enough for you, enough time, enough opportunities, enough love, enough success. It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. Because when you operate from a place of abundance, you stop fearing what could go wrong and start focusing on what could go right. You see, the problem isn't that life is hard, because let's face it, life will be hard at times. The problem is the story we tell ourselves about life. We say things like, I'm not good enough, I'll never make it, or why is this happening to me? But what if we reframe those thoughts? Instead of I'm not good enough, what if we told ourselves, I am a work in progress, growing every day? Instead of why is this happening to me, try what is this teaching me? Our thoughts are seeds. What we plant in our minds is what grows. If we constantly plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, guess what? That's exactly what's going to show up in our lives. But if we choose to plant seeds of faith, hope, and positivity, we start to see opportunities where we once saw obstacles. We start to recognize our own strength instead of being defined by our weaknesses. I want you to think about the stories you've been telling yourself. Are they lifting you up, or are they holding you back? If they're not serving you, change them. You have that power. Every single day, you have the opportunity to rewrite the narrative of your life. It doesn't matter where you've been. What matters is where you're going. And that begins in your mind. And let me tell you, a mindset shift isn't something that happens overnight. It's not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. It's choosing moment by moment to lean into the light when the darkness wants to pull you down. It's choosing hope over despair, love over fear, and possibility over limitation. There will be days when your mind tries to pull you back into old habits, old fears, but that's when you remind yourself of your power. You remind yourself that you are in control, not the circumstances around you. We are all a work in progress. There is no finish line to becoming the best version of ourselves, but that's the beauty of it. Life is about evolving, learning, growing, and challenging ourselves to think bigger, live fuller, and love deeper. And it all begins in the mind. So every morning when you wake up, take a moment to set your intentions. Ask yourself, how am I showing up for myself today? How am I showing up for the people I love? How am I showing up for the dreams that are calling me? And then choose a mindset that supports that. Choose to see possibility. Choose to see the best in others and in yourself. Choose to believe that you are capable, worthy, and deserving of everything life has to offer. The journey won't always be easy, but I promise you this, if you start with your mindset, if you commit to shifting your thoughts toward growth, abundance, and possibility, you will create a life that not only surprises you, but inspires everyone around you. That's the power of the mind. It's the power you already have. Now it's time to use it. Gratitude. It's such a simple word, but it holds incredible power. More than just saying thank you when someone hands us something or helps us, gratitude is a way of seeing the world. It's a shift in perspective that has the power to transform even the most difficult moments of our lives into opportunities for growth and joy. When we talk about gratitude, we're talking about more than just acknowledging the good things in our lives. We're talking about a deep, intentional practice of appreciating what we have, who we are, and even the challenges we face. Because let's be honest, life isn't always easy. We face struggles, heartbreak, loss, and disappointment. But what if I told you that within each of those difficult moments, there's something to be grateful for? Not because the pain is any less real, but because even in the pain, there is growth, there is resilience, there is strength. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we don't have to what we do have. It's so easy to get caught up in the hustle and the race to get more, do more, be more. We scroll through social media, we compare our lives to others, and we start to feel like we're missing out. But gratitude pulls us back to the present. It grounds us in the here and now, and it reminds us that what we have is enough. We are enough. Every single day, we are given the gift of life. And yes, there will be hard days. There will be days when you feel like everything is going wrong, like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. But even in those moments, if you take a breath, if you look around, you'll find something, no matter how small, to be thankful for. It might be the roof over your head, the food on your table, or the simple fact that you woke up today. It could be the love of a friend, the support of a family member, or even just the warmth of the sun on your skin. These are the moments that remind us we are alive, that there is beauty in this world, even when things feel hard. Gratitude is a practice. It's not something you do once and forget about. It's something you have to cultivate every day. And I don't mean just on the good days. Gratitude is especially important on the tough days when it feels like nothing is going your way. Those are the days when you have to dig deep, when you have to actively look for the blessings, even when they're hard to see. Because here's the thing, gratitude isn't about ignoring the bad or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on the light, even when the darkness is creeping in. It's about recognizing that yes, life can be messy and complicated, but there is always something to be thankful for. When we live in a space of gratitude, something incredible happens. We start to attract more of what we're grateful for. The more we appreciate the little things, the more those little things show up in our lives. Gratitude expands our capacity for joy. It opens our hearts to the possibility of more love, more connection, more peace. It doesn't mean that we won't face challenges, but it does mean that when those challenges come, we are better equipped to handle them with grace. I want you to think about your life right now. Think about the things you often take for granted, the people you love, your health, your home, your ability to create, to dream, to laugh. Now think about what your life would look like without those things. It's a sobering thought, isn't it? But it's also a reminder that so much of what we have, we didn't earn. It's a gift. And when we treat our lives like the gift that they are, everything changes. Gratitude also allows us to move through the world with more compassion. When we are grateful for what we have, we are less likely to judge others, to compare, or to compete. Instead, we begin to see the beauty in other people's lives and we celebrate it with them. We stop operating from a place of scarcity, thinking there's only so much to go around, and we start operating from a place of abundance. Because when you are truly grateful, you realize that there is more than enough for all of us. And here's the truth, gratitude doesn't just change your perspective, it changes your heart. It softens you, it makes you more present, more open, more loving. It connects you to the people around you and to something bigger than yourself. It reminds you that even in your darkest moments, you are not alone. So start today. Take a moment right now and think of 3 things, just 3 things that you are grateful for. It doesn't have to be anything big or monumental. It could be as simple as the breath in your lungs, the roof over your head, or the love of someone who believes in you. And then carry that feeling with you throughout the day. Let it guide your actions, your words, your thoughts. Let it remind you that no matter what's happening around you, there is always something good. There is always something to be thankful for. Because when we live in gratitude, we live in abundance. And that, my friends, is the true path to a life filled with joy, purpose, and peace. Let's take a moment to talk about your energy, not just the physical energy that gets you out of bed in the morning, but the deep internal energy that fuels your spirit, your mind, your purpose. You see, your energy is one of the most precious resources you have. It's the force that allows you to show up in the world, to pursue your dreams, to care for others, and most importantly, to care for yourself. Every day you are either giving or receiving energy. And the truth is, many of us are spending our days giving, pouring out our energy to our jobs, our families, our friends, even to strangers without taking the time to replenish ourselves. We wake up tired, go to bed exhausted, and wonder why we're feeling burned out, disconnected, or just plain overwhelmed. But here's the thing: you cannot pour from an empty cup. You can't keep giving without refueling. Your energy, like your body, needs nourishment, care, and attention. First, let's talk about how you spend your energy. Every action, every conversation, every decision you make either adds to your energy or takes away from it. There are people in your life, experiences, and even thoughts that either lift you up or drain you. Now, I want you to think about this. How often do you say yes to things that drain you? How often do you take on more than you can handle because you feel obligated, because you don't want to disappoint someone, or because you think you're supposed to? Every time you do that, you chip away at your energy reserves, and over time, those little chips add up. Learning to protect your energy means learning to set boundaries. It means recognizing that your energy is sacred and not everyone and everything is entitled to it. It's okay to say no. It's okay to prioritize your well-being, your peace of mind, your own needs. In fact, it's necessary. Boundaries are not about shutting people out. They're about ensuring that you have enough energy to show up as your best self for the people and the things that truly matter. But it's not just about guarding your energy, it's also about how you create and cultivate it. Your energy comes from the way you treat your body, the thoughts you allow in your mind, and the emotions you choose to hold on to. What are you doing every day to fuel yourself? Are you moving your body? Are you giving yourself the rest you need? Are you nourishing your spirit with moments of joy, stillness, or reflection? These are the things that feed your energy. You see, your body is your home. It's the vessel that carries you through this life. And when you neglect it, when you push it beyond its limits without care, it will tell you. It will send you signals in the form of fatigue, stress, or even illness. But when you honor it, when you move it, nourish it, rest it, and listen to it, it rewards you with vitality. You don't need to run marathons or follow strict diets to take care of your energy. Sometimes it's as simple as going for a walk, drinking enough water, getting enough sleep, or taking a few deep breaths. It's about being in tune with your body, knowing when it needs to move and when it needs to rest. And then there's the mind, because the energy of your thoughts is just as important as the energy of your body. What thoughts are you entertaining daily? Are they thoughts of fear, doubt, and worry, or are they thoughts of hope, possibility, and gratitude? Because let me tell you something, your thoughts create your reality. When you dwell on negativity, you drain your energy. It's like carrying a heavy weight that slows you down. But when you choose to focus on what's good, what's possible, and what's beautiful in your life, you begin to feel lighter. Your energy rises. You create space for more of that goodness to flow into your life. Now, let's talk about the energy of emotions. So many of us carry around emotions like guilt, resentment, anger, or sadness without even realizing how much they weigh us down. And these emotions, they drain your energy sometimes more than anything else. It's okay to feel these emotions, we all do, but holding on to them for too long can leave you depleted. Part of protecting your energy means learning to release what no longer serves you. It means forgiving where you need to forgive, letting go where you need to let go, and allowing yourself the freedom to move forward without the burden of the past. One of the greatest ways to replenish your energy is through joy. Now, I don't mean fleeting moments of happiness. I'm talking about deep, soul-nourishing joy. Joy that comes from doing the things that light you up, from spending time with the people who make you feel alive, from connecting with something greater than yourself. Joy is an energy source. And when you prioritize joy, when you make space for it in your life, you'll notice that your energy levels rise in ways that nothing else can replicate. Finally, we must remember that energy is contagious. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our energy. There are those who uplift us, who inspire us, who bring out the best in us. And then there are those who drain us, who leave us feeling depleted. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with certain people. Are you energized or are you exhausted? This is not about judging others, it's about being mindful of your own energy and choosing to protect it. Sometimes you have to step back from people who aren't contributing to your well-being, and that's okay. Your energy is your responsibility. No one else can manage it for you. And the beautiful thing is, once you start paying attention to it, once you start guarding it, nurturing it, and fueling it, you'll begin to notice a shift. You'll have more to give to the people and the causes you care about. You'll feel more vibrant, more alive, more connected to your purpose. So today I want you to ask yourself, how am I using my energy? What am I giving it to? And what am I receiving in return? And more importantly, what am I doing to replenish it? Because your energy is your life force, and it deserves to be treated with care, with respect, and with love. Take care of your energy, and it will take care of you. Let's take a moment to reflect on the people in our lives, because at the core of everything we do, everything we achieve, and everything we experience are our relationships. They are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives, creating a tapestry of love, support, and connection. Relationships are where we find our greatest joys and sometimes our deepest pain. But one thing is certain, they are the foundation of who we are and who we become. Every relationship in your life serves a purpose. Some relationships are here to teach you, some are here to challenge you, and some are here to uplift you. But here's the truth, not every relationship is meant to last forever, and that's okay. Some people come into your life for a season, to teach you a lesson, to help you grow in a way you didn't expect, and then when their purpose is fulfilled, they move on, and you have to be okay with that. Not every connection is meant to go the distance, but every single one has the power to shape you. We often think of relationships in terms of what others can give us, how they make us feel, how they support us, how they show up for us. But real relationships, the ones that truly matter, are built on reciprocity. They thrive when there is a balance of giving and receiving, when we show up for each other not out of obligation, but out of love. You have to ask yourself, how am I showing up in my relationships? Am I giving as much as I'm receiving? Am I bringing the same level of energy, love, and commitment that I expect from others? Because relationships are not one-sided. They require effort, care, and nurturing, just like anything else that grows. Think about the people you hold closest. How often do you take a moment to truly appreciate them, not just in passing, but in a deep, intentional way? We sometimes get so caught up in the busyness of life that we forget to water the relationships that mean the most to us. We assume the people we love will always be there, that they know how we feel, but that's not always the case. Love needs to be expressed, not just felt. It needs to be shown, not just assumed. Take the time to tell the people you care about how much they mean to you. Call them, text them, sit down with them, and be fully present. Because when you nurture those connections, you create a space where love can grow even deeper. And let's be honest, relationships aren't always easy. There will be moments of conflict, misunderstandings, and hurt feelings. But it's in those moments that the strength of a relationship is truly tested. It's easy to walk away when things get tough, but it takes courage to stay and work through the challenges. Communication is the key to any healthy relationship. And not just talking, but truly listening. Listening to understand, not to respond. When we listen with an open heart, without judgment or defensiveness, we create space for healing, for growth, and for deeper connection. You have to be willing to have the hard conversations. You have to be willing to say, this hurt me, or I need more from you. Vulnerability is the heart of connection. It's not about being perfect, it's about being real. When you allow yourself to be seen, flaws and all, you give others permission to do the same. That's how trust is built. That's how intimacy is created. And trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. Without it, there's no room for real growth, real love, or real connection. But here's something else we need to talk about. Not all relationships are healthy. Some connections drain your energy, pull you away from your purpose, or make you feel less than who you are. You know the ones I'm talking about, the relationships that feel like a constant struggle, the ones where you're always walking on eggshells or giving more than you're receiving. It's important to recognize when a relationship is no longer serving you. It doesn't mean you love that person any less, it just means you love yourself enough to walk away. boundaries are an essential part of healthy relationships. They're not about shutting people out, they're about protecting your peace, your energy, and your well-being. Setting boundaries doesn't make you selfish, it makes you wise. It allows you to define what you will and won't accept in your relationships, and it teaches others how to treat you. Remember, you teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. And the people who truly care about you will respect your boundaries because they respect you. Now let's talk about the kind of relationships that make you feel alive, the ones that lift you up, encourage you, and inspire you to be the best version of yourself. These are the relationships that we should be pouring into daily. These are the people who see you, really see you, and love you for exactly who you are. They are your cheerleaders, your confidants, the ones who show up for you when the rest of the world seems to fall away. These are the relationships that remind you that you are not alone, that you are supported, and that you are loved. And at the end of the day, remember this, your relationships are a reflection of you. The energy you put out into the world is the energy you attract. If you want deeper, more meaningful connections, you have to be willing to cultivate those qualities within yourself. Be the kind of person who radiates love, kindness, and authenticity. Be the kind of person who listens, who cares, and who gives without expecting anything in return. When you show up as your best self, you naturally attract people who are aligned with that energy. So take inventory of your relationships. Who are the people in your life that fill you with joy? Who are the ones that challenge you to grow? And who are the ones that drain your spirit? Be intentional about the connections you keep. Invest in the relationships that matter and let go of the ones that no longer serve you. Because at the end of the day, it's the people we love and the love we give that defines the richness of our lives. Your relationships are your greatest treasure. Cherish them. Nurture them. And most importantly, honor the love that you both give and receive. Your skills, those abilities, talents, and knowledge you've spent years cultivating are more than just tools for success. They are expressions of who you are, of what you're capable of, and of the potential you carry inside. Your skills are your way of contributing to the world, your way of making your mark. But here's the truth, you are never done growing. The journey of developing your skills is lifelong, and each day is an opportunity to sharpen, expand, and refine them in ways that not only elevate your life, but also impact the lives of those around you. Skills aren't just about technical abilities or the things that show up on your resume. Yes, those are important, but the skills that truly make a difference in your life are the ones that push you beyond what's comfortable. The skills of resilience, of patience, of empathy, of leadership, of communication. These are the skills that define not just what you do, but how you show up in the world. They shape the quality of your relationships, your career, your ability to overcome challenges. And the beautiful thing is, these skills can always be refined, always be improved. One of the most important aspects of developing your skills is knowing that it's okay to start where you are. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to be willing. Willing to learn, willing to fail, and willing to try again. Because every skill you've ever mastered started with a first step, a moment of uncertainty, a feeling of not quite knowing what you were doing. But you kept going, and that's what matters. You see, growth doesn't happen when you're already good at something. Growth happens when you step into the unknown, when you challenge yourself to do something you've never done before, and when you persist even when it's hard. Let's talk about the power of practice. We live in a world that often celebrates overnight success, but the reality is that mastery comes from consistent, deliberate practice. Whether you're trying to learn a new language, improve your public speaking, or deepen your emotional intelligence, you need to commit to the process. It's not about instant results, it's about showing up every day, doing the work, and trusting that over time, those small efforts will add up to something extraordinary. It's in the repetition, the willingness to practice even when it feels mundane, that your skills truly come to life. And let me tell you something, your skills aren't limited by what you already know. Sometimes we get so comfortable with what we're good at that we forget to stretch ourselves, to explore new areas, to learn something completely outside of our comfort zone. But that's where real transformation happens. When you allow yourself to be a beginner again, when you step into new territory and say, I don't know how to do this yet, but I'm going to learn. That's where you unlock potential you didn't even know you had. It's not just about developing skills for the sake of success. It's about cultivating the skills that allow you to live a fuller, richer life. The skills that help you navigate tough conversations with grace, that help you find creative solutions to problems, that allow you to connect with others on a deeper level. These are the skills that matter. These are the skills that shape not just your career, but your relationships, your well-being, your impact on the world. And don't be afraid to seek out help or mentorship in your journey. Sometimes the greatest growth happens when we humble ourselves enough to say, I don't have all the answers. There's so much power in learning from others, whether it's through books, courses, conversations, or simply observing someone who excels in an area you want to grow in. Every person you meet has something to teach you. If you're open to learning, never underestimate the value of mentorship and the wisdom of those who have walked the path before you. Another key aspect of developing your skills is feedback. It can be hard to hear sometimes, but honest, constructive feedback is one of the greatest gifts you can receive. It's an opportunity to see where you can improve, where you're falling short, and where you can push yourself to new heights. Don't shy away from feedback, seek it out. Ask the people you trust to tell you where you can grow. And when you get that feedback, don't take it personally, take it as a tool for your growth. Because the only way to get better is to be willing to look at where you need to improve. Now, let's talk about one of the most important skills you can ever develop, the skill of believing in yourself. I know it might sound simple, but this is where so many of us get stuck. We doubt ourselves. We think we're not capable, not talented enough, not smart enough. But let me tell you something, those doubts are lies. You have everything within you to develop the skills you need to live the life you want. You have the ability to grow, to learn, to improve, no matter where you're starting from. The key is believing that you can, even when it feels difficult, even when you face setbacks. You will face obstacles on this journey. There will be moments when you feel frustrated, when progress seems slow, when you wonder if you're ever going to get it right. But remember this, every time you push through those moments, every time you choose to keep going instead of giving up, you are strengthening your skill set, you are building resilience, you are becoming someone who doesn't just have skills, but who embodies perseverance, determination, and grit. And those qualities will serve you in every area of your life. So what skills are you going to commit to improving? What areas of your life do you want to grow in? Maybe it's something practical, like becoming a better communicator or learning a new technical skill. Or maybe it's something deeper, like developing more empathy, patience, or self-discipline. Whatever it is, know that you have the power to grow. You have the power to improve. And you have the power to become the person you're meant to be, one skill, one step, one day at a time. Your skills are not just about what you can do, they are about who you are becoming. They are your pathway to living a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. So embrace the journey of growth and never stop striving to be the best version of yourself. Let's talk about patience, because in today's fast-paced world, it's one of the most undervalued and yet most powerful traits we can cultivate. Patience isn't just about waiting for something to happen, it's about how we wait. It's about our attitude, our grace, and our ability to hold steady when life doesn't move at the speed we want it to. It's about trusting that things are unfolding exactly as they should, even when we can't see the full picture. So often we get caught up in the rush of wanting everything to happen now. We set goals, we make plans, we work hard, and we expect results. And when those results don't come as quickly as we'd like, what happens? Frustration creeps in, doubt settles in our hearts. We start questioning whether we're on the right path or if we should give up altogether. But that's when patience becomes your greatest ally. Because true patience is not about passive waiting, it's about active faith. It's about believing, even in the silence, that progress is being made, that seeds are growing beneath the surface, even when we can't see them yet. Patience teaches you to trust in the process. Every great thing you've ever achieved in life didn't happen overnight. Think about it. The moments that have brought you the most pride, the deepest joy, they required time, effort, and persistence. Patience reminds us that we're in it for the long game, not for the quick wins. It's the steady hand that keeps us grounded when we're tempted to rush ahead or force outcomes that aren't ready to manifest. But here's something we often overlook. Patience isn't just about waiting for the big things in life, like success or love. It's also about the small, everyday moments. How patient are you with the people around you? With your loved ones, your coworkers, even strangers? Are you quick to snap when things don't go your way, or do you give others the space to be human, to make mistakes, to grow? Patience in relationships is about understanding that people, just like you, are on their own journeys. They may not always meet your expectations, but that's part of being in connection with others, allowing them to be imperfect, just as you are. And what about patience with yourself? This is the one we often struggle with the most. We expect ourselves to know everything, to have all the answers, to get it right the first time. And when we fall short, we're our own harshest critics. But here's what I want you to remember: growth takes time. Healing takes time. Learning takes time. You are a work in progress, and that's okay. Be patient with your own journey. Don't rush the process of becoming who you're meant to be. Celebrate the small steps, the little victories, and trust that with each passing day, you are moving closer to your potential. Patience is also about surrendering control. And that can be one of the hardest lessons to learn, especially for those of us who like to plan, organize, and stay in control. But life doesn't always move according to our timetable. There will be detours, delays, and unexpected challenges. And when those moments come, you have a choice. You can fight against them, resist them, and make yourself miserable, or you can lean into patience. You can say, I may not understand why this is happening right now, but I trust that in time, it will all make sense. That's what patience really is: a deep sense of trust. Trusting that the universe or life itself is working for your highest good. Trusting that what is meant for you will not pass you by. Trusting that delays are not denials, but divine redirections. Patience is about having the wisdom to know that some things are out of your control. And that's okay. You don't need to force or manipulate life to unfold faster. When you trust the process, you allow space for miracles to happen. You allow space for things to come together in ways you never could have planned or imagined. But patience doesn't mean inaction. It doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. Patience is about doing the work, putting in the effort, and then letting go of the need to control the timing of the outcome. It's about planting the seeds and trusting that with time, water, and care, they will grow. You can't rush nature, and you can't rush your own evolution. Some things just take time, and patience is the grace that allows you to keep moving forward without losing hope, without losing faith, without losing sight of your vision. And let's talk about the connection between patience and resilience, because the two go hand in hand. Patience gives you the strength to endure, to keep going when things get tough, when you're tired, when you feel like giving up. It teaches you that setbacks aren't the end, they're just part of the journey. It helps you see that every challenge, every delay is an opportunity to grow stronger, to build character, to deepen your resolve. There's a calm power in patience. It's the quiet assurance that everything is working out, even when it doesn't feel like it. It's the inner peace that comes from knowing that life is not a race, that there's no need to rush through your days, your experiences, or your growth. Patience allows you to be fully present in the moment, to savor the journey rather than fixating on the destination. Because the truth is, life happens in the waiting. Life happens in the moments in between. And when you're constantly rushing toward what's next, you miss the beauty of what's here right now. So today I want you to embrace patience, not as a passive state of waiting, but as an active, powerful force in your life. Let it be the foundation of your trust in the timing of your journey. Let it guide you when things don't go as planned, when you face delays, when the road gets tough. Let it remind you that everything you're working toward is coming to you, but it's coming in its own time, and that's perfectly okay. Be patient with others because we're all doing the best we can. Be patient with yourself because you are growing in ways you can't yet see. And be patient with life because it is unfolding exactly as it should, even when you can't understand it. Patience is your superpower. It's the force that keeps you grounded, that keeps you hopeful, that keeps you moving forward with grace and strength. Trust the process. Trust the timing. And trust that everything you're waiting for is on its way. Let's delve into the profound power of kindness. It's such a simple word, yet its impact is immeasurable. Kindness is not just a fleeting act of generosity, it's a way of being. It's the thread that connects us all, the gentle force that has the power to transform lives, including our own. When we think of kindness, we often think of grand gestures, helping someone in need, giving a compliment, or volunteering. And while those actions are incredibly important, kindness also resides in the everyday moments, the quiet acts, and the way we approach each interaction. Think about the last time someone showed you true kindness. Perhaps it was a stranger who held the door open for you, a friend who listened to you without judgment, or a colleague who offered support during a tough time. How did it make you feel? Kindness has the remarkable ability to lift us up, to restore our faith in humanity, and to remind us that we are not alone. It has the power to change the course of someone's day, to brighten their world, and to leave a lasting impression on their heart. But here's the beauty of kindness. It's not just about how it affects others, it's also about how it affects you. When you extend kindness, you're not just giving to others, you're giving to yourself. Kindness enriches your own life in ways that go beyond the immediate moment. It creates a ripple effect, spreading positivity and love, and it comes back to you in ways you might not even expect. The act of being kind releases endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in your brain, making you feel happier and more fulfilled. It nurtures your soul and reinforces a sense of purpose. Kindness has a way of making you realize that you are part of something bigger than yourself, that your actions matter, and that you have the power to make a difference. Kindness is also about the small, seemingly insignificant moments. It's in the way you speak to yourself and to others. It's in the patience you show when someone is struggling, the understanding you extend when someone makes a mistake, and the encouragement you offer when someone feels defeated. These small moments of kindness are often overlooked, but they are the building blocks of a compassionate world. They are the quiet, consistent acts that shape the culture of your relationships and your environment. And let's not forget that kindness begins with self-compassion. Before you can truly extend kindness to others, you need to be kind to yourself. This means being gentle with yourself when you make mistakes, giving yourself permission to rest when you're tired, and speaking to yourself with love and encouragement. Self-kindness is the foundation upon which you build your ability to be kind to others. When you are at peace with yourself, when you treat yourself with the same compassion you offer to others, you have more to give. You create a reservoir of love and kindness within yourself that naturally overflows into the world around you. Patience and kindness go hand in hand. Sometimes the most profound acts of kindness are those that require patience, waiting for someone to catch up, allowing them the space to express themselves, or giving them time to process their emotions. Kindness is not about rushing or forcing outcomes. It's about understanding and empathy. It's about recognizing that everyone is on their own journey, and sometimes the greatest gift you can offer is simply being present, listening, and holding space for someone. Kindness also has the power to bridge divides. In a world that can often feel fragmented and polarized, kindness is the common ground that unites us. It transcends differences, breaks down barriers, and fosters a sense of belonging. When you approach others with kindness, you create an environment where open communication and mutual respect can flourish. You become a beacon of light in a sometimes dark world, demonstrating that compassion and understanding are possible, even amidst disagreement or conflict. And let's talk about the role of kindness in forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the greatest acts of kindness you can offer, not just to others, but to yourself. Holding on to anger, resentment, or grudges weighs you down, and it prevents you from moving forward with peace and joy. By choosing to forgive, you are not excusing someone's behavior or forgetting what happened. You are freeing yourself from the burden of carrying that negativity. Forgiveness is an act of kindness to your own soul, allowing you to release pain and make space for healing. In every interaction, in every relationship, kindness is the thread that weaves connection and understanding. It's the smile you share with a stranger, the support you offer a friend, the encouragement you give a colleague, and the love you extend to family. Kindness is about showing up for others in a way that uplifts, supports, and cherishes their humanity. It's about being present, being attentive, and being genuinely caring. So today I encourage you to embrace kindness in all its forms. Look for opportunities to extend it to those around you, to yourself, and to the world. Let kindness be your default setting, the lens through which you view and interact with others. Because when you make kindness a part of who you are, you become a catalyst for change, a force for good, and a living example of the profound impact a simple act of compassion can have. Kindness is a gift that keeps on giving. It transforms not just the lives of others, but your own life as well. It is a testament to the goodness that exists in the world, and it is a reminder that no matter how challenging things may seem, there is always room for more love, more understanding, and more compassion. So be kind, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's not. Because in those moments, your kindness has the power to change the world. Let's dive into the essence of courage. It's a word we often associate with heroic feats and grand gestures, but courage is much more than that. It's not just about facing danger or overcoming monumental obstacles. It's about the quiet, everyday bravery that shapes our lives and our experiences. Courage is the force that drives us to act in the face of fear, to stand up for what we believe in, and to step into the unknown with an open heart. Imagine a time when you felt scared, uncertain, or overwhelmed. Perhaps it was starting a new job, speaking up for yourself, or facing a personal challenge that seemed insurmountable. Courage is not the absence of fear, it's the decision to move forward despite it. It's that moment when you choose to take a leap of faith, to trust in yourself, and to embrace the possibility of what lies ahead, even when the outcome is uncertain. Courage is about showing up even when you're trembling inside. It's about taking those steps into the unknown, not because you're fearless, but because you're willing to face your fears head on. Each time you choose to be courageous, you are pushing the boundaries of what you thought possible. You are proving to yourself that you can handle more than you imagined, that you have the strength to confront challenges, and that you are capable of more than you ever believed. But let's also remember that courage is deeply personal. What requires courage for one person may be different for another. It's easy to compare our bravery to others, to measure ourselves against their feats and accomplishments. But courage is not a competition, it's a deeply individual journey. It's about finding the strength within yourself to face your unique fears and challenges, to follow your own path, and to honor your personal truth. Think about the courage it takes to be vulnerable, to open yourself up to others, to share your dreams and fears, to reveal your true self without the guarantee of acceptance or understanding. Vulnerability requires immense bravery. It's about letting go of the masks we wear, the facades we build, and allowing ourselves to be seen as we truly are. It's about trusting that our imperfections, our flaws, and our authentic selves are enough. It's about embracing our humanity, knowing that it is through our vulnerability that we forge the deepest connections with others. Courage is also about standing up for what you believe in, even when it's uncomfortable or unpopular. It's about speaking your truth, advocating for justice, and taking action in the face of adversity. It's about having the strength to confront inequality, to challenge the status quo, and to be a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves. This type of courage often requires standing alone, holding firm to your values, and facing resistance with grace and determination. It's about making a stand for what's right, even when it's difficult or risky. Another dimension of courage is the bravery to pursue your passions, to follow your dreams, and to step out of your comfort zone. It's about taking the risk to go after what truly matters to you, even when there's no guarantee of success. It's the courage to follow your heart, to trust your instincts, and to believe in your vision, even when others may doubt you. It's about daring to dream big, to set audacious goals, and to pursue them with unwavering commitment. Courage is also found in the moments of resilience when life throws unexpected challenges your way. It's the inner strength to keep going when things get tough, to face obstacles with determination, and to keep moving forward despite setbacks. It's about finding the courage to rise after falling, to learn from failures, and to continue on your path with renewed strength. Resilience is the manifestation of courage in the face of adversity, a testament to your ability to endure and overcome. Let's not forget the courage it takes to forgive. Forgiveness requires letting go of anger, resentment, and hurt even when it feels impossible. It's about choosing to release the grip of past pain and embracing a path of healing and reconciliation. Forgiving others and yourself is an act of profound bravery. It's about recognizing that holding on to grudges and bitterness only holds you back and choosing instead to open your heart to peace and acceptance. Courage is also about self-compassion. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and forgiveness that you would offer to a loved one. It's about acknowledging your own struggles and challenges without judgment and being gentle with yourself as you navigate life's ups and downs. Self-compassion requires the courage to face your own imperfections, to embrace your humanity, and to give yourself the grace you deserve. So today I invite you to embrace your courage. Recognize the many forms it takes in your life, the big and the small, the visible and the invisible. Celebrate the times you faced your fears, taken risks, and stood up for what you believe in. And remember, courage is not a one-time act, it's a continual practice. It's about choosing to be brave day in and day out in every aspect of your life. Be courageous in the way you live, in the way you love, and in the way you show up for yourself and others. Embrace the uncertainty, the challenges, and the unknown with an open heart. Know that each act of courage, no matter how small, contributes to your growth, your strength, and your capacity to make a difference in the world. Your courage is a testament to your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering belief in yourself. It's the driving force that propels you forward, even when the path is unclear. So stand tall, embrace your bravery, and continue to forge ahead with the knowledge that you have the power to face any challenge, overcome any obstacle, and create a life that is truly extraordinary. Let's explore the profound essence of joy. It's one of those words that we use often, but its true depth and significance can be so much more than a fleeting emotion. Joy is not just about the moments of celebration or the high points of life. It's about finding a deep, abiding sense of happiness and contentment that sustains us even through life's challenges. It's an inner glow, a feeling that transcends the highs and lows and connects us to a sense of meaning and purpose. Joy is a powerful force. It's the energy that lifts us up, that fills our hearts with warmth, and that reminds us of the beauty and wonder of life. It's not just about the grand experiences or achievements, it's also about the simple, everyday moments that often go unnoticed. It's in the laughter shared with friends, the warmth of a hug, the beauty of a sunrise, or the quiet peace of a moment alone. Joy is found in these small, yet significant slices of life. But here's something important to recognize: joy is not always about being happy. It's about being fully present and embracing the fullness of our human experience. Sometimes joy can coexist with sadness, pain, or struggle. It's the ability to find light in the darkness, to see the silver lining even when the clouds seem heavy. It's about allowing yourself to feel the full spectrum of emotions and recognizing that joy can be a part of your life even during difficult times. True joy comes from within. It's not dependent on external circumstances or material possessions. It's not something you can buy or achieve. It's something you cultivate from the inside out. It's about finding contentment and peace within yourself, regardless of what's happening around you. This inner joy is about connecting with your own values, passions, and purpose. It's about living authentically and aligning your life with what truly matters to you. One of the most powerful ways to invite joy into your life is through gratitude. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you open yourself up to experiencing joy more fully. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present, from what's wrong to what's right. It helps you to appreciate the richness of your life, to see the blessings in the everyday, and to find joy in the simple things. When you practice gratitude, you create a space where joy can flourish. But let's also talk about the importance of self-care and nurturing joy. When you take care of yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually, you create a foundation for joy to grow. Self-care is not just about pampering yourself, it's about honoring your needs, respecting your limits, and giving yourself the time and space to recharge. When you prioritize your well-being, you're better able to experience and sustain joy. Joy is also about embracing your passions and pursuing what lights you up. It's about following your heart, engaging in activities that bring you joy, and allowing yourself to be fully immersed in the things you love. When you engage in activities that resonate with your soul, you tap into a deep well of joy that fuels your spirit and brings a sense of fulfillment. Don't forget the power of playfulness in cultivating joy. Allow yourself to be spontaneous, to have fun, and to embrace the childlike wonder that lives within you. Playfulness is a key ingredient in joy. It's the ability to be lighthearted, to find joy in the moment, and to not take life too seriously. Embrace the small moments of play and creativity, and you'll find that joy naturally follows. Another important aspect of joy is forgiveness. Holding on to grudges, anger, or resentment weighs heavily on the heart and diminishes the ability to experience joy. Forgiveness, both of others and of yourself, is a liberating act that frees you from the past and allows you to embrace the present with an open heart. It's about releasing the burdens that hold you back and making space for joy to enter your life. Joy is also about finding balance. It's about embracing the ebb and flow of life, understanding that there will be ups and downs, and finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. Balance allows you to appreciate the good times and navigate the challenges with grace. It's about recognizing that joy is not a constant state, but a beautiful part of the ever-changing landscape of life. So today I encourage you to embrace joy in all its forms. Seek out the moments that make your heart sing, the experiences that bring you happiness, and the connections that nourish your soul. Cultivate gratitude, prioritize self-care, and embrace your passions. Allow yourself to be playful, to forgive, and to find balance in your life. Joy is not a destination, it's a way of being. It's about living fully, embracing the present, and finding beauty in the everyday. It's about creating a life that resonates with your deepest values and passions, and allowing yourself to experience the fullness of what it means to be alive. So as you go through your day, remember that joy is always available to you. It's in the simple moments, the connections you make, and the love you give and receive. Embrace joy, let it fill your heart, and share it with the world. Because when you live from a place of joy, you inspire others to do the same, and together you create a world that is brighter, more vibrant, and full of love.